We're coming to you today from Arrowhead Stadium, home of the Kansas City Chiefs. It's still early in the season, but the contenders are attempting to emerge from the pack. And today's game features two teams very much in the early hunt as Sharks match up against the Chiefs. Welcome to the game. Al Michaels and John Madden here, broadcasting live. So pull up a chair and relax because this is going to be a good one.
I'll tell you what, this guy could put up some big numbers through the air if that defense doesn't put some pressure on him. He's the type of quarterback who makes you pay if he gets a lot of time in the pocket. But it's not just him they got to worry about. He's got a few guys who can make plays for him.
The Chiefs have a few receivers that he likes to throw to, and here's one of them. There's no question these two have developed that chemistry, and he's always finding an open spot on the defense to give his quarterback a target to hit. It wouldn't be surprising to see them hook up a few times in this one.
Wow, those guys got to be careful not to get all tired out doing that. You got to save some of that intensity and energy for the game.
And let's go to the field for the coin toss. The teams have taken the field. Let's get back to the play on the field. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 87, back deep to return.
Nice kick and returnable from the 6.
Holding on the receiving team. Ten-yard penalty, first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 13. Pressure coming. Throws it. Perfect throw. Good play on that pass.
If he can make catches like that regularly, he can expect to see more passes thrown in his direction.
Here come the heat. Heat is left. Get in there. Come on, D up. You got it.
Turley, the lone setback.
Ball on the 12-yard line.
Receives the handoff to the 20. Good-looking run there.
They caught the defense coming up the field in a blitz that time. And by the time they saw it was a run, the back was already in the secondary picking up a first down.
A lot of fans have looked forward to this game all week, John, with two of the best quarterbacks in the league.
I had a chance to talk to both of these guys before the game, and it's funny. They both use the word respect. They have a lot of respect for each other, and really they both said they enjoy the games more when you have to measure yourself against another great quarterback.
Turley couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running plays. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
2nd and long. Ball on their own 32. To carry it, setting up play action, throwing short to his left. And the catch is made. The 40. Pratt over and over throws the ball where only his receiver can get to it.
And that's what makes him so effective. He never seems to make a bad throw. Just about every pass is right on the money. If you ask me, he might be one of the most accurate passers in the league right now.
Right now. Bring the pain.
Only one man in the backfield. Man in motion.
42-yard line.
Gets the toss to the left. Might have lost a step in the toss.
1 yard gain on the play.
Number 2 lines up in the backfield for the punt. Myers is the deep return man. Here's the catch. And he waves for the fair catch. This play will be the first of the game for the offense.
At the 21-yard line.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
The 21-yard line.
Pass play here on first down. Closing in with the pass. Second down upcoming after that incomplete pass.
83, the intended receiver on the play.
Second and 10. Only one man back.
Second and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Hand it off to the back. They're trying to find some room in the middle, but there was no place to go.
I'll tell you what happened. The defense was coming with a lot of guys in a run blitz, and the hole that play was supposed to go through was filled with defenders.
The Chiefs come out with 3 down linemen and 7 defensive backs. Throwing with the adjustment. He's short of the first down for that catch.
That's a poorly planned play. You have to know that you have to get past the first down marker on third down. Anything less has to be a failure.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Fair catch.
There was no need to try and return that one. He made the right decision there.
It's first and 10. Davis in motion. Crosses it out to the left. And he's tackled behind the line by Little. Loss of about 1.
Loss of 2 on the play.
They got nothing.
Gain of about 5.
25 on the run. 5-yard gain on the play.
Miami looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. Pratt sets up. Pump faking. And he's brought down in the backfield by Wright. There was nothing open downfield, resulting in a big sack.
This team loves to play zone and pass cover. They'll use the cover 2 on just about any play, relying on the defensive front to create pressure on the quarterback. They'll blitz every now and then to change things up. That's usually inside the 20-yard line and keep the offense off balance.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. He's waving for the fair catch.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
At the 40-yard line.
First and 10. Ball on their own 40. Only one man in the backfield. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
3-yard gain on the play.
Sharks come out with the receivers bunched on both sides.
42-yard line.
Peterson sets up. Hand it off. Great move. Across midfield. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known.
got nothing.
First and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Irwin. Gain of 2.
49, the ball carrier. Gain of 2 on the play.
Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Hit him low.
Peterson with a man in motion. Crosses it out to the left. Now that's a stiff one. Irwin was stuffed on that play, John.
They're just relentless when the offense decides to run the ball. They break down blocks very quickly. And they do a good job maintaining their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunity.
A lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up in the quarter. And this is the 5th play of this drive. Slings it to the outside. They went back to the screen.
The screen pass requires that you have some quick linemen who can move wide of the tackle and set up blocks for the guy coming out of the backfield.
Morton is back to receive this kick. Here's the kick. He gets out of this one and has a lot of room to run.
5-yard punt. Return for a gain of 2 yards.
It's first and 10.
Take up.
First and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Tosses it right. Turley didn't have much to work with on that running play.
That's because the defense did a good job anticipating the snap count. With an aggressive defense like this, a hard count could be an effective way to keep them off balance while trying to draw them offside.
Second and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Pratt gets set. Harrison, the man in motion. Stevens played that one perfectly.
Well, they tried to run the counters, but it took a long time to develop, and the linebacker was right there to break it up.
Miami comes out of the quarter defense. He's looking, gets the pass off. Right, got a hand up and tipped that pass away.
That's what you look for. You have guys watch film each week. You try and figure out where he likes to go with the ball in certain situations. Then when you face that situation in the game, you're right there in position to knock the pass away or force an interception.
So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. From the 49-yard line. Can't bring him down. He had a good return.
Boy, the coverage team is going to need to do better because he could take the next one all the way.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on the 38-yard line. Pressure with the pass, and the catch is made. They complete the pass for the first down.
That showed awareness by the receiver. He knew just where he had to go to get the first down, crossed the marker, and then looked for more.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 27-yard line.
They'll pass on first down. Under pressure, gets rid of it. He finds his man. Great throw to beat the zone.
I'll tell you, the defense has to do a better job of coming up and clamping down on the receiver whenever he enters their zone.
1 yard to go. Ball on the 18-yard line. Pressure coming. Throws it. Hits him in stride. Touchdown, Miami. A nice pass, a nice catch, and it goes for the score.
That was just a solid play. That guy was not going to be denied.
The kicker lines up for the point after. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. Well, you can't ask for much more out of a drive that gets you into the end zone.
Hey, as an offensive coach in this league, you're always making adjustments. And hopefully you can get the defense on its heels and get it in there for the touchdown. Good job by these guys.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 87.
Sends it straight. From the 6-yard line. The offense takes over after they were 3 and out on their last possession.
On the return.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Bust his grill. Bust his grill. Bring the pain.
Pratt gets set. The Chiefs using motion.
Come on,
A yard, maybe 2 on the count.
On the run.
So it's a one-touchdown game as the first quarter comes to a close with the score, Miami 7, Kansas City 0. The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter. Going to the left. Breaking through. He takes that one and heads upfield to pick up the first down.
You know what they did was pick up a blitz. And when they did that, it opened up a hole, and they ran right through it.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 37. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Steamrolls the defender. Picked up 10 yards.
With the carry. Gain of 10 on the play.
The Chiefs line up in the shotgun.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Dropping back, hand it off, loses the defender. Breaking free. He picked up just enough. Nice job picking up enough to convert for the first down. First and 10. Ball on their own 49. Throwing on first down. Closing in. Throws it. Loses one. And he's forced out of bounds at the 44. The defense, I think, gave him too big of a cushion on that play.
If you're going to sit back there in the zone, there are bound to be some holes in the pass coverage. Good quarterbacks will take advantage of that, using short passes underneath to move the ball.
Sixth play of this drive. Throws it out over to the left. So they're able to pick up another first down.
This offense is clicking. They're making the right calls at the right time.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
He takes the delayed handoff. Great play in the backfield. The interior lineman, John, got off the ball very well on that play.
Yeah, and the key to stopping that kind of run is exactly that. Whoever fires off the line faster and gets better leverage is going to win those battles at the line.
It's second down and a long way to go. Ball on the 36-yard line. Turley, the lone back. Turley wasn't able to get anything going on that play.
They got there and shut that play down very quickly. That's just a case of studying game film this week paying off. When you know what they like to run in certain situations, you can anticipate the play call and stop the play before it even gets started.
Pratt sets up, drops back, pressure, gets rid of it. Pass ball's incomplete. That looked like a catch until he got nailed.
Yeah, jarred that ball right out of there.
Wallace, an attempt to put up the first points of the day. And it's on its way. A nice kick, and it's good. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 1, back deep to return.
Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 2. Let's see if they can have the same sort of success on this possession that they had in their last, picking up a lot of yardage through the air on their way to a score. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 22. They line up in the I formation, using motion.
1st and 10.
Passing on 1st down. Throwing. And he makes the grab. They'll bring him down at the 34. They convert for the 1st down on that throw.
What a throw. He put everything he had into that one.
Sharks using motion. Pass play here on 1st down. Throwing short to the right side. Breaking free. Peterson just threw a strike.
And because he got him the ball so quickly, he was able to pick up great yardage after the catch.
They'll go with the quarter defense. Gets the pass off. He has room. The quarterback lets it go, and it found its mark.
This is one of those guys who's always had a pretty good arm. He always seems to do a good job of reading the defense.
1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Under pressure with the pass. And again, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, they're getting a good push up front, and the receivers are getting open. They're making the catch. That's what you have to do to get in the end zone.
1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. Irwin, the deep man.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
He hands it off. Gain of about 5.
With the carry. 5-yard gain on the play.
The Chiefs line up in the quarter defense.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Check him out. Here come the heat.
Drops back. Throwing. He hits his receiver. He threw that one underneath the coverage.
And that's exactly the thing they teach you to do. Always take what the defense gives you.
3rd and 1 coming up on this play. Ball on the 22-yard line. Pressure coming with the pass. This one falls incomplete, but was in perfect position and knocked that pass away.
That's just great positioning by the defender. He has his eyes in the backfield the whole time, and he was right there to break the play up.
So this will be a 39-yard field goal try. The kick is up. The kick sails through. It's good. Atkinson will be kicking off.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 87, back to return.
He got all of that one. The last drive stalled, and they settled for a field goal. Now let's see what happens.
87 on the return.
Miami might have difficulty covering all 5 receivers with a base 4-3 defense. Pratt gets set. Dropping back to pass on first down. This pass is incomplete. The incomplete pass bringing up second down.
On the cover.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 21. From the gun. 4, maybe 5 yards on that carry.
Gain of 4 on the play.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Gets the pass off. He has some room. Perfect pass. Great catch, and that'll move the chains.
9-yard gain on the play.
Going to the air on first down. Gets rid of it. 2 minutes to go. He just couldn't find a way to control it.
And the receiver just dropped it. I was watching him in practice the other day, and he didn't miss a ball. Looks like he just took his eye off that one.
Second and 10.
Let's go, ball.
Picks up maybe 3 on that carry. Looks like they'll go with a hurry up here.
Gain on the play.
Drops back, closing in, gets his hand on it. The quarterback thought he had that one.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch.
Time for a punt here as it's now 4th down. Number 2 is back to punt. Here's the kick. From the 33. The 40. Nice moves on that big punt return.
Sometimes all it takes is making the first guy miss, finding some room, and then just turning on the speed.
They're right where they'd like to be, and that's in position to change this score before the half. They're probably going to take it easy and mix it up a little. Man in motion. Pressure with the pass. This one falls incomplete. They can't complete that short pass, and it's second down.
This defense has to be ready for run because they're in a spot where the offense can call just about anything with this much time left.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
It off to the back, so they'll lose yardage on that tackle. He tries to wriggle away, but he's stopped for a loss.
The offensive line just didn't get any push. They need to do a better job knocking those guys off the line. There's no need for the quarterback to force any throws. There's a whole second half to play, and they don't want to be making any mistakes.
The Chiefs were expecting pass and lined up with 7 defensive backs. He was able to avoid the sack, but couldn't find a way to get that pass to his receiver.
They took a pretty big shot at the end of that play. They've been working on his timing at practice. 3- and 5-step drops that are designed to get the ball out of there quickly. He still has to try and get it out a little sooner, but he doesn't have to take too many hits.
He'll have to really get it because it'll be about a 53-yard attempt. And it's up. Splits the uprights, and good. Another one that goes through, his second of the day. Atkinson is just about ready to kick this one away.
Number 87.
It's on its way. From the 4. So the offense takes over, still trying to figure out this defense. We're guessing they're going to just throw it and do their best to move into scoring range since they don't want to go into the half with the score the way it is. Turley in the backfield.
At the 22-yard line. First and 10.
They're blitzing. Flings it to the outside. Second and long. Ball on their own 20. Kansas City will call a timeout here. They have 2 timeouts left.
Hey, I'm sure they're going to keep on passing so they can get in range for some much-needed points.
The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him.
20-yard line.
Under pressure with the pass, and he hits his target. The 40, into the open, and this could be 6. The 10, touchdown, Chiefs. An amazing play that goes the distance.
I'll tell you, when he got into the open, there wasn't anyone that was going to catch him. It just shows the quick strike ability these guys have. They can put up points from anywhere on the field.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's on its way, and he tacks on the extra point. Well, John, these teams are very evenly matched.
This makes for a better game, I think. The strategy of the game comes into play here more.
Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 1, back to
And this one's a short kickoff. From the 13.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense.
So it's a 15-yard penalty, not the incidental 5-yard face mask.
He's lucky his head's still on the way he got yanked down there. Hey, I know they want to increase the lead before half, but they got to be careful and not let the other team back in it with a turnover.
Only one man back. Kennedy comes in motion.
42-yard line.
Throws it. Makes the adjustment. Sharks call a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Nice pass and good catch on that play.
The pass was fired in there so hard, I think he left smoke in the ball.
Ain't got nothing. They got nothing. Bust this grill, D. Come on,
Dropping back to pass on first down. With the pass, he hits his receiver. No trouble making that catch.
That's what these receivers are always looking for, a soft coverage or a hole in the zone where they can break free and wait for the pass to get there. Hey, I don't think these guys are done trying to get closer, so the defense better be ready or they could be down by even more. I'll tell you, if that happens, I sure wouldn't want to be a player in that locker room at halftime.
Not much, but it's better than a loss.
When you see or feel the blitz and you start feeling the pressure, you got to remember that some yards are always better than none yards.
Kansas City comes out in their nickel package. It's the toss to the right. So they pick up enough to convert for the first down.
3-yard gain on the play.
So we have first and 10 here. And what they'll look at here is exactly where the ball was when he went down.
Yeah, they're thinking the ref was going to give them that left foot spot when they were thinking it should have been a right foot spot.
The call on the field is a return.
It was unclear initially why they called for a review, but now we understand the reason.
You have to give it to these officials. Their job's not easy. Sometimes they make mistakes, and most of the times they're right.
A long field goal attempt here. This one from about 52 yards away. Miami will call a timeout here. They have none left.
Number 13 into the attempt to field goal.
And it's up. The kick sails through the uprights. He nails that one. 3 field goals today. Good one here as the first half comes to a close with the score, Miami 16, Kansas City 10. Here are the halftime stats as we get set for the second half kickoff. Wallace in to kick this one off.
Number 1 back to return.
Short kick. He didn't get much of that one. From the 13. Sharks will start this drive from the 34.
Number 1 on the return.
They line up in the I formation.
At the 34-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go. Come on.
Man in motion.
Equal up. 94.
They'll pass on first down. With the throw, incomplete pass. Plenty of pressure, and he barely gets the pass away.
That's the best way to do it. As a defense, you never want the quarterback to be able to settle in and feel comfortable in the pocket. Bringing guys in the blitz or playing bump and run on the outside can really disrupt the play's execution.
Peterson gets set. Irwin. Gain of 5, maybe 6 yards there.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Third down and 4 coming up on this one. Picks up maybe 3 on that carry.
3-yard gain on the play.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. He takes the punt and has some room to run. He didn't have much to work with, but still got away a decent return.
Hey, even if it doesn't seem like much, positive yards on a return is better than nothing.
The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Using motion. Hand it off to the back. He can't wrap him up. That's a 3-yard gain.
5 on the run. 2-yard gain on the play.
Come on, Dio. Back off, DB.
McDonald comes in motion. Hand off for the tailback. Carries it for 6 yards on that play.
Carry. Gain of 6 on the play.
Two yards to go. Turley, the lone setback. They give it to the halfback. And he picks up just enough to convert. What a great run.
Yeah, and you talk about speed and keeping your legs moving, and you see both of those qualities on this play.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
46-yard line.
Let's go. Come on.
Man in motion.
Tiger.
They'll go with a run once again. Breaks free. Gain of a couple on that carry.
On the run. Gain of 2 on the play.
The ball is right at midfield. Pratt sets up, using motion. The offensive line didn't get much of a push on that play, and the runner is stuffed.
As soon as he got the ball, there was a defender in his face to knock him down.
Third and 8. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Pressure coming with the pass.
Watch it here. This is a great call on third down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here, but this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. They give it to the halfback. Good pickup of about 6.
With the carry, gain of 6 on the play.
The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Pratt sets up, using motion. Tosses it left. About a 1-yard loss.
The ball carry, loss of 2 on the play.
Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. Closing in, throwing. Oh, he makes the catch anyway. This offense having no trouble moving the ball on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is having a lot of trouble stopping them. They can't seem to key on what they're doing and put an end to this drive.
Stay after him. Get in there. Sideline to sideline.
Hand off to the tailback. The back picks up about 2 on that carry.
Gain of 2 on the play. Second and 8. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Stay home. Ain't nothing.
Drops back. Pressure. Gets rid of it. Turley is doing a good job finding the open area in the coverage, and that's his 3rd catch. They're in field goal range. Handed off his back, runs over the tackle, and he stopped at the 15. Turley picks up about 5 on that run, moving the chains in the process.
Yeah, that's where you see a lot of that speed work at practice paying off.
Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Using motion.
We'll see.
Cross play to the left. Rojas stops him for negative yardage. Lost about 2 yards.
3-yard loss on the play.
Second and long. Evans, the lone back, with a man in motion.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Hand off to the tailback. Evans couldn't find an opening and was brought down very quickly.
Yeah, he was. This line has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack. He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole, but he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
This is the 15th play of this drive. Drops back, under pressure, gets rid of it, right on target. Hoffman showed great hands on that reception.
Soft hands are something very special to find in a receiver.
This will be a 25-yard field goal attempt. And it's on its way. A nice kick, and it's good. Another successful field goal try gives him his second three-pointer of the game. The Chiefs get closer, but still need another score.
I think that this team has really created some opportunities and has grabbed the momentum.
Wallace will be kicking off.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 85, back deep to return.
Should be a return here. From the 7. Breaks free of the defender. Puts it on the ground. Sharks scoop it up. First and 10. Ball on their own 21. Only one man back. Peterson sends a man in motion.
First and 10.
He gets the carry. They'll mark it at the 23-yard line. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
On the 23-yard line.
Stay up. You got.
Pressure coming. Throwing. Here's an opening. At the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Sharks. A remarkable touchdown play.
Yeah, everything seemed to go right on that one. The quarterback had a good pass, the receiver ran the right route, and the defense didn't seem to have any idea what was going on.
Atkinson comes in for the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. And so, John, they overcome their field position at the start of this drive in a hurry and come out of it with a touchdown.
That's what happens when you have an offense that is completely in sync. If you can get in a rhythm like that, you can put a lot of points on the board in a hurry.
Here's the kickoff team.
He is lined up for the kickoff. Number 87.
He got all of that. They're ready to go again after that last drive ended with a field goal.
Number 87 on the return.
First and 10. Ball on their own 21. They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Gain of 2.
25, the ball carrier. Gain of 2 on the play.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Give him the carry. Wow, good hit. Gain of about 1.
25 with the carry. 1 yard gain on the play.
It's 3rd down and 7 to go. So we've reached the end of the third quarter with Sharks ahead of the Chiefs 23-13.
Kansas City 13.
And we'll start the fourth quarter. Sharks come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Closing in. Throw right in stride. Nice ball going to the air, and that'll move the chain.
Gain of 8 on the play.
First and 10. Ball on their own 32. Turley, the deep pass. With the pass.
32-yard line.
This one falls incomplete, and that brings up second down.
The intended receiver on the play.
Bulldog under.
Drops back. Pressure. Slings it to the outside. That short pass incomplete. Brings up a third down play. Only one man back.
10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
And this is the sixth play of this drive. With the throw, this pass is incomplete. Thomas displayed excellent anticipation.
He's got great recovery speed, and he can catch up to the ball even if he's caught out of position. That time he was right there in the secondary to tip the ball away.
Myers will go back to accept this punt. Here's the punt. He drops it. Scoop up the live ball. So after the fumble now, it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, right. Ain't got nothing. Bro, stay guys.
Kansas City looking for the pass as they line up with 7 defensive backs. Under pressure, fumble. The Chiefs recover. The defender knocked the ball loose, and he turned it over. Following the turnover now, it's 1st and 10. The backs are lined up in an I. Hand it off to the back. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle by Stevens. And he's brought down for a loss. Outstanding play.
I'll tell you, that was a heck of an effort to get in there and make that play and force him into a big loss like that.
Second and long coming up here. Ball on the 27-yard line. Miami looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. 3rd down upcoming after the incomplete pass.
Number 93 on the cover.
Miami looking for pass with only 3 down linemen and 7 DBs on the field. Pratt gets set. It's a blitz. Pressure coming. Gain of 4.
81 on the reception. Gain of 4 on the play.
Wallace will come in looking to try the field goal. The kick is up. It's good. 3 field goals today, again rewarding the coach for his faith. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 1 back deep to return.
Good distance. From the 9-yard line. Miami could take a commanding lead with a touchdown here.
85 on the return.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 26. Going to the air on 1st down. Throws it, and it's caught. He was able to hit his target, picking up the first in the process.
And that's a case of your receiver knowing where the marker is and the quarterback delivering the pass quickly.
1st and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Come on.
To the air on 1st down. Gets the pass off, and he's ridden out at the 39. Peterson dumped it to his running back there.
Yeah, they brought the blitz on that play, and he had to get rid of it very quickly.
9 yards to go. Ball on their own 39.
Second and 9. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Again with the run. Gain of about 5.
9 on the run. 5-yard gain on the play.
Only one man back.
3. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Tosses it out to the right. Keeps his feet moving. And he gets to the sticks on that run to the outside. The offensive line really doing their job on that play.
He showed good vision. He was able to see the opening to the outside and turn it up for some good yards in the first.
First and 10. Man in motion. Irwin slips the tackle. Gain of 5, maybe 6 yards there.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Kelly, the lone back, closing in, gets the pass off. That's 3 times on this drive they've been able to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and the thing is, they'll be doing more than just picking up first downs if this success continues. They're going to be picking up some points.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Peterson sends a man in motion. Gets the call. Gain of a couple on that carry.
On the run. Gain of 2.
Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Second and 8. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Runs up the middle. There wasn't much of a hole for him to slide through.
The defense filled all those gaps, and the runner had nowhere to go.
Here's a look at the third down success rate of each team.
Third down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means that your offense is making big plays when they need them.
Looking to run it here. Pressure, gets rid of it, makes his receiver in stride.
Watch it here. This is a great call on third down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here. But this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
Johnstone never seems to go down on the first hit as we take a look at his rushing total and yards after contact.
First and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line.
Hand it off to the back. Gain of a couple on that carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
They line up in the I formation. 2 minutes to go.
15-yard line.
Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 13-yard line. Come out of the nickel. Steps up into the pocket with the pass. The Chiefs call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 5-yard line.
He hands it off. Just won't go down. Touchdown, Miami.
You're going to see what happened here. This is a bruising run. He gets it, and boom, he pounds his way in for the score.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's on its way. The point after is good. Atkinson is back and ready to put this one in the air. Booming kick downfield. He takes a knee. On their last position, they came away with a field goal. Let's see what happens this time around. The defense is trying to force a turnover, which would put an end to this game right now. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20.
Take him out. Man, no. Set.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Good coverage downfield. The quarterback has nowhere to go.
And it's never good to take a sack, but when there's nothing open downfield, you just can't throw it up there.
Under pressure with the throw, and it's caught. Good route running by the receiver, who was right there to make the catch.
That one was all about timing. The quarterback let it go, and the receiver looked back just at the right time.
Hunt throws it, almost got it. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
Yeah, he had an excellent opportunity to end the drive right there. He just couldn't bring it in. Hey, this isn't going to be an easy pickup, but the offense has to believe that they can do it, or they've already lost the game. The line has to give the quarterback some time so he can find an open guy and keep this thing going.
Dropping back, stepping up, gets rid of it, so they can't convert and turn it over on downs.
At this point in the game, they need a big play. Sometimes high risk equals high reward. They might try a different play next time.
This one is just about in the books. 1st and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line. They'll go from the I formation. Man in motion.
1st and 10.
Bring that plane, baby. That all you got?
Irwin. Kansas City will call a timeout here. That's their second.
Second and 4. Ball on the 13-yard line.
Here come the heat.
Looking upfield, number 51 gets right in there and brings him down. He put the hit on him, and he now has 7 tackles. Irwin didn't get any help from his offensive line.
It was just about impossible to run when you have guys in the backfield just as soon as you snap the ball. I'm guessing this should be a run. The defense can't be lollygagging around, because if they are and they give up a first, this one's over.
Sharks using motion. Hand off to the tailback. The defender goes in. The Chiefs call a timeout. That's their final timeout. A very well drawn up play.
It was well executed. They hit their blocks and the back found the right hole to get down the field and pick up a first down. They don't need to run any type of play here. The quarterback could just go with a kneel down.
1st and goal. Ball on the 5-yard line.
Deal. Right. Here come the heat. Yeah, sir.
Second and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line.
Huh. 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 Take it forward. Huh. 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 Hit the ball. Huh. Here comes the heat.
Third and goal. 9 yards out. The gun signals the end of the game. The final score is Miami 30, Kansas City 16. This concludes another EA Sports presentation. For John Madden and Melissa Stark, this is Al Michaels saying so long. We come to you from Cincinnati, Ohio, and Paul Brown Stadium. It's still early in the season, but the contenders are attempting to emerge from the pack. And today's game features two teams very much in the early hunt as the Browns match up against the Bengals. We're here for what figures to be another great game, brought to you by the folks of EA Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Al Michaels, along with John Madden.
Now, here's one of the better quarterbacks in the league. And the great thing about him is that he always gets the job done. Maybe it's selling a play pass or throwing a block on a reverse. He's always out there doing the little things to help his team to victory.
The Browns have some good receivers, too, and it's a big reason for his success passing. Now, this is his favorite target, and when you see what he can do with a football in his hands, it's easy to understand why. The coaches have told us that they wanted to get him some catches early in the game, so we'll have to see if they stick to that game plan.
Wow, look at that pile of guys down there jumping and yelling. You can tell they can't wait to get out there in the field.
Let's go to midfield for the coin toss. Both teams have taken the field, and let's see what happens. Let's get back to the play on the field. The kickoff team lines up.
Will be kicking off to start the game. Number 88.
Short kick. He didn't get much of that one. From the 13-yard line. The Browns will start this drive from the 26-yard line.
89 on the return.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Henning, the motion man, passing on first down, drops the interception. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
I bet you as soon as he let that go, he was wishing that he could have it back, because that could easily have been an interception.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 26. Pressure coming. Flings it to the outside. That short pass incomplete. Brings up a third down play. Much anticipated matchup. John is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Takes on one of the top defenses in the league.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one, Al. If this defensive line can get some penetration early, especially from the weak side, I think they're going to have a chance to get some sacks and hurry the passer. You can't let the quarterback set up back there, or this guy will just tear you apart.
He was stopped short of the first down marker on that catch.
You know, I don't know why you call a play that doesn't take your receiver past that first down marker.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. Fair catch. The offense heads out onto the field for the first time.
The 16-yard line.
First and 10. Ball on their own 16. Under pressure. Throwing. Breaking free. Perfect spiral on that pass.
This is a guy who can make all the throws out there. He shows a nice touch in the short patterns, can thread it in there against tight coverage, and he can put some air under it when he's trying something downfield.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Palmer with a man in motion. Tosses it out to the right. Brown didn't have much to work with on that running play.
That's because the defense did a good job anticipating the snap count. With an aggressive defense like this, a hard count could be an effective way to keep them off balance while trying to draw them off sides.
So it's second and 10. Ball on their own 33. With the pass, this one falls incomplete. He just overthrew that one.
It almost looked like he might have been trying to throw it to someone else.
Palmer sets up.
Let's go. Come on. Give it all you got. Come on.
Closing in. Throwing. Incomplete pass. He somehow got that pass off.
The play didn't work because the quarterback's timing and balance was off. When he starts to feel pressure, he gets a little nervous, and he has to get rid of the ball.
Llewellyn into return. Here's the punt. And he chooses not to return this one.
That's a good job of getting downfield by the cover team to force a fair catch.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
First and 10.
Man in motion.
We'll see.
Crosses it left. 30. Pickup of about 8.
31 with the carry. Gain of 8 on the play.
Second and 2 coming up here. On the corner. Swanson gets right in there and brings him down. No place to run on that one.
And the thing is, when you don't get underneath the defensive line, you're not going to have the leverage that's needed to knock them off the ball. And that time, the defense had all the leverage.
31 yards.
They'll get it again. So on the blitz, they can't get to the ball carrier until it's too late.
And when you're blitzing to stop the run, the idea is bringing more guys and the offense can block. We also got to cut off the lanes and gaps that he can use to escape out of the backfield. That just didn't happen here.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 40. Bradford gets set. Going to the right. Schultz breaks the play up in the backfield. Schultz did a great job getting in there to bring him down.
Here's what happened. They ran to the outside looking for some room to run off tackle, but he was in the backfield so fast he had no chance to set up the play. That's just great defense.
Only one man back.
12. Ball on the 38-yard line.
I saw you.
Pressure. Rolling. He finds his man. He threw that one underneath the coverage.
And that's exactly the thing they teach you to do. Always take what the defense gives you.
Cincinnati comes out in their nickel package. It's rid of it. It's his receiver in stride. And he's stopped at the 40-yard line.
Watch it here. This is a great call on third down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here, but this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
First and 10.
Bring the pain. Back off, DB.
Lewis, the deep back. For Llewellyn. Moves in motion. Drops back. Pressure coming with the throw. This pass is incomplete. A jarring blow on that one.
He saw the receiver hauling it in, and then boom, he pops him, and it ends up incomplete.
The lineup of 6 defensive backs.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Under pressure, throwing. Incomplete. Manuel got a hand up and tipped that pass away.
He needs to do a better job putting the pass in a spot where only his guy can get it. Those tipped passes can turn into interceptions pretty easily.
It's third down and 10 to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. Dropping back with the throw. This one falls incomplete. A good pass, but no catch.
Sometimes you see the receivers drop the easiest passes. They must be thinking touchdown before making the catch.
Lindsey is trying to pin them close to their goal line. Here's the kick. Fair catch called for. And this will be a touchback. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
On the 20-yard line.
Brown. And he's brought down at the 21. Gain of 2.
Gain of 2 on the play.
2nd and 9. Ball on their own 21. Drops back. Closing in with the pass. The 30. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known.
First and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Number 81 in motion. He has room. Nice call there. They picked up about 7 yards.
7-yard gain on the play.
About 2 to go. Ball on their own 40. The defender goes down. Stiff runs the defender to the ground. So he picks up a couple of yards, but he's exhausted and heading for the sideline. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
41 yards.
Dropping back. Pressure. Gets the pass off. This one falls incomplete.
Have a look at this big defensive lineman. He couldn't get to the quarterback, so he got his hands up and he knocked it down.
He'll line up for what will be his 2nd punt of the game. Here's the punt. Blocking begins to form downfield. This could be big. He had a nice return on that punt.
And no matter how good a punt is, it doesn't mean anything if your team can't stop the return.
Get in there.
Lewis, the deep back.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Come on.
Going to the air on first down. Throwing short to his left. Room to run. He'll bring him down at the 36. Lewis was in perfect position to make that catch.
A completed pass requires good communication between the quarterback and his receiver.
It's 2nd down and 4 to go.
We'll see.
Ball on their own 36.
Sideline to sideline.
The Browns line up in trips bunch.
On the 36-yard line.
With the pass, this one falls incomplete. 3rd down upcoming after that incomplete pass. Cincinnati comes out in a dime package.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Get all you got. Let's go. Come on.
Pressure coming, and he's brought down in the backfield. Thompson, he's there with the sack.
Line had some problems with their assignments on that play. They just couldn't get the defenders at bay.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the kick. And he signals for the fair catch.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
First and 10. Ball on their own 32.
Come on, Theo. You know you got.
Brown, the lone back. Palmer sends a man in motion. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and it's caught. The 40. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chains.
15-yard gain on the play. First and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
94.
Cross play to the right. Brown couldn't get out of the backfield.
That was just a defensive line getting lower than the offensive line. When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult to move the ball on offense.
Let's go. Come on. Bring the pace.
They'll go from the I formation. Closing in with the pass, with the adjustment. Good connection there.
This guy has great confidence in his arm. He knows that he can make the completion regardless of the coverage.
They line up in the I formation. At the end of the first quarter, it's knotted up. Cincinnati, 0. Cleveland, 0. The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter. So they have first and 10 here. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Get in there, Ron. Get in there.
Tosses it left. 2, maybe 3 yards on the toss. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Hand off to the tailback. And he's tackled behind the line. And that lost about a yard.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Brown in the backfield.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
He's taken down in the backfield. Good coverage downfield. The quarterback nowhere to go.
And it's never good to take a sack, but when there's nothing open downfield, you just can't throw it up there.
Harris lines up in the backfield for the punt. Llewellyn lines up deep for the punt return. He's waving for the fair catch. No return here. Back it comes to the 20. So they have first and 10 here. Ball on their own 20. Bradford sets up. Lewis. Pressure. Gets rid of it. Missed tackle. Well, he's shaken up after that play, and we'll get you a report from the sideline when we get the information.
Second and 2. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Pressure coming with the pass. Across midfield. Room to run. The 30. The 20. And he high steps his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Brown. An amazing play that goes the distance.
I'll tell you, when he got into the open, there wasn't anyone that was going to catch him. It just shows the quick strike ability these guys have. They can put up points from anywhere on the field.
They'll line up for the extra point. And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. A good-looking drive, and they score the touchdown. And the offensive unit should be very pleased with their performance on that one.
They did everything they had to on that one. And the end result is a trip across the goal line and a TD on the board.
Lindsay is back and ready to put this one in the air. Booming kick downfield. He'll choose to just down this one and start at the 20. So he downs the kick in the end zone. First and 10. Brown. Kept it on the ground, picks up about 7.
7-yard gain on the play. Second and 3. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Under pressure, gets rid of it, knocked down.
Here's what you do. You start pushing, and if you don't get to him and you see him start to throw, you stop and you get your hands up. And that's what gets you in those passing lanes, and that's how you knock the ball down.
They need about 3. Throws it. He has it.
Watch it here. This is a great call on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here. But this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that 1st down.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 37-yard line.
Passing on 1st down. Closing in. The throw that looked like a catch until he got nailed.
That's what I like to see. A defensive player putting a good look on a guy to force the drop pass.
So it's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
Another run.
7-yard line.
Brown was dragged down before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
They have great size and quickness up front. That allows them to hold up against the run while also giving them the speed to rush the passer when they drop back to pass.
Cleveland comes out in a dime package.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Throws it, makes the adjustment. Break 3. He made the reception but couldn't find a way to get past the marker.
When it's 3rd down, you need to make sure that you move the ball past the marker somehow. You got to think that anything less is a bad play or bad execution.
They're going to kick it here as the punter heads in for the 4th time. Here's the punt. And this punt will sail out of bounds. First and 10. Only one man in the backfield. He gets the carry. Lewis didn't get any help from his offensive line.
It was just about impossible to run when you have guys in the backfield just as soon as you snap the ball.
Second and 12. Ball on the 14-yard line.
Pressure with the pass. Hits him in stride. You saw the whole field was able to stand back there and find the open man.
You know, when a defense is sending extra rushers at the quarterback, it takes a lot of poise to get the ball out of there with any accuracy.
So they have 1st and 10 here. With the carry, great fake. Gets rid of it. Not quite far enough to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and the guy calling the plays loves this kind of situation because on 2nd and short, everything in the playbook is an option.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
He gets the carry. Gain of 2.
31 on the run. Gain of 2 on the play.
Bradford gets set. Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. That blitz exploited for a first down.
Yeah, the quarterback did a heck of a job to read what the defense was doing and find the right guy.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 46. Number 83 in motion. Under pressure. Throws it. With the adjustment, he has it. That pass looked like a dead duck.
Yeah, and some of those ducks are dead. But this one had enough life in it to get down there for the first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Closing in. Gets rid of it. And this pass is completed. At the 30. They'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. Two minutes to go. First and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. And this is the 8th play of this drive. Pressure, uses the punt, and he's brought down in the backfield by Barnett. Great athletic ability, allowing him to get to the quarterback for the first time today. Now they're looking at 2nd and long after the sack. The Bengals come out in a nickel package. Flips the tackle. Gets the pass off. He goes down at the 17. He flings that pass right to his receiver.
That quarterback rarely throws a bad ball. Red zone opportunities are always a big factor, and they should get at least a field goal out of this drive, as long as they're careful with the football.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Looking upfield. Pressure coming. The pass. The Bengals call a timeout. They have 2 remaining.
Here's where the defense needs to make a big play. Maybe they bring some heat with a blitz or they change up the coverage. That way they can force the offense into making a mistake and keep them from getting any points before the half.
Bradford sends a man in motion. Going to the left. Lewis wasn't able to get anything going on that play.
They got there and shut that play down very quickly. That's just a case of studying game film this week paying off. When you know what they like to run in certain situations, you can anticipate the play call and stop the play before it even gets started.
Looks to the end zone. Incomplete.
Have a look at this big defensive lineman. He couldn't get to the quarterback, so he got his hands up and he knocked it down.
And they'll send the kicker out to try to pick up 3 points as the half is close to the end. Moss will come in looking to try the field goal. The kick is up, through the uprights, and good. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 85, back to return.
He got all of that. The offense takes over after they were unable to get any points on their last drive. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 18. With a man in motion. He gave it to the halfback. They couldn't get anything going through the middle.
You know, it was because the defense filled all the gaps. The back was looking for a place to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the gaps, bringing them down for a loss.
Second and 11. Ball on the 17-yard line.
Give it all you got, Pete. Come on.
Man in motion.
Snake out.
Hand it off to the back. Cincinnati will call a timeout here. They have one left. Running back picks up about 7 yards. 3rd down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball on their own 23.
3rd and 4.
Under pressure with the pass. John, it looked like that was going to be a turnover.
Yeah, he had an excellent opportunity to end the drive right there. He just couldn't bring it in.
As we near the end of the first half, the punt team comes in. So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. Fair catch.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner. Here's a spot we're trying to add to the lead before the half can backfire. All it takes is one mistake, and it could be the defense that's scoring. That's why the quarterback has to throw it hard to the sideline so that no one can jump the pass and pick it off.
Closing in, throws it. This one falls incomplete. Not much touch on that pass.
He may have tried to put a little too much oomph on that throw.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Jacobs. The Browns call a timeout. That's their first. The fullback gets the call, picks up about 5. Third and 5. Ball on their own 48. They'll go with the quarter defense.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Drops back. Gets rid of it. Perfect throw. Missed tackle. Keeps his feet moving. Cleveland will call a timeout here. They have 1 timeout left. Bradford continues to pass effectively and has now thrown for over 200 yards. Moss heads out to try this field goal. And it's on its way. The kick sails through. It's good. That kick is good, and it's his 2nd field goal of the game. Lindsey in to kick this one off.
Number 88, back deep to return.
Should be a return here. From the 4. Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Looking upfield. It's the end of the second quarter with the score, Cleveland 13. Cincinnati 0.
Cincinnati, nothing.
So with halftime now over, let's take a look at how both teams performed in the first half. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 85.
Sends it still. From the 7-yard line.
Been a rough start to this game, but they still have enough time to turn it around.
On the return.
Only one man in the backfield.
At the 22-yard line. First and 10.
Flag down.
Offsides. Home defense.
It looks like the defender moved early.
Yeah, he jumped early and touched an offensive player, and that forces the officials to blow the whistle.
Let's go to Melissa.
Thanks, Al. The head coach was unhappy with his team's inability to get the ground game on track, and he thinks that's a big reason why he finds his team trailing. Look for them to play a lot better here in the second half. Al?
Thanks, Melissa. Toss play to the right. And the halfback picks up about 3.
2-yard gain on the play.
Second and 3 coming up here. Ball on their own 29.
Second and 3. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Nickerson showed great speed in getting to the quarterback face.
The offensive line just couldn't hold their ground very long. The defense broke through and brought him down.
Five yards to go. Ball on their own 27.
Third and 5. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Dropping back. Pressure with the throw. Ooh, nearly picked off. John, I don't know how they didn't pick that one off.
Yeah, I think everyone else was thinking the same thing. I mean, you don't get a better chance at an interception than he had right there.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up the punt. Here's the kick. From the 42-yard line. Still not a bad return. It's time to see what the offense can do now as they come back out onto the field.
The coverage guys got downfield quick enough to prevent anything from developing.
They'll go from the I formation.
At the 48-yard line. First and 10.
Tosses it right.
You know, when your running game is this ineffective, you have to look other places for offense.
The lineup of 6 defensive backs gets the pass off. He's been one of the go-to guys again in this one. 6 catches in the game.
On the play.
Third and 5 coming up. Using motion. Pumps once. Pressure coming. Breaking through. He hits his receiver. Bradford flung that pass in there.
There it is. He got it in there in a hurry, and they pick up enough for a first down.
The Browns line up in the bunch
Ball
formation.
on the 35-yard line.
Under pressure with the pass. Takes his receiver in stride. The defense was a step behind on that play.
Defenses seem to lose track of this guy until he burns them with a big catch. Then they throw some attention his way.
And they find themselves in scoring range. Pass play here on first down. Gets rid of it.
Now, this is what a receiver with great concentration could do for you. He makes a catch, and he knows he's going to get nailed. But he does a heck of a job of holding on to it and bringing it down.
Lucy, bring that plane, baby. 94.
And this is the sixth play of this drive. Hands it off to the back. A fresh set of downs after a nice pickup on the ground.
Hey, nice job up front, holding their block and allowing him to get a good run for a first down.
He gets the catch. Not much there, maybe a yard.
1 yard gain on the play.
The Browns come out with receivers bunched on both sides. Eighth play of this drive. Dropping back, hand it off. They wanted to pound it through the middle, but they got pounded for a loss.
I'll tell you, that was a perfect time for these guys to call a blitz. They got in there, filled the gap, and brought down the back for a loss.
It's third down and 10 to go. Ball on the 11-yard line. The lineup of 6 defensive backs. Gets rid of it.
Now watch how this defense comes up with a big stop. They're backed up in their own end zone trying to keep those guys off the board, and they make a play like that. That's a heck of a defensive play.
This will be a 19-yard field goal attempt. And it's up. The kick sails through. It's good. He nails that one. 3 field goals today. Fernandez, he's back for the kickoff as we take a quick glance at his return numbers. The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 85.
And he got all of that one. Great kick. The Bengals will start this drive from the 22-yard line.
85 on the return. First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Palmer sends a man in motion. Dropping back. They give it to the halfback. Floyd stops him for negative yardage. And they lose a few yards on the draw.
And there was nowhere to go. Defensive line looked like they knew exactly where that play was headed right from the start.
Second and long coming up here. Ball on their own 21. Passes it out to the left. Pickup of about a yard in the run.
On the carry, 1 yard gain on the play.
Out of the shotgun.
Third and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Palmer gets set. Drops back. He's looking with the throw, and it's complete. He's short of the first with that catch.
That kind of thing always makes me shake my head. What was the guy thinking? A short pass reception like that will never get you the yardage you need to move past the first down marker.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. From the 34-yard line. He picks up a few yards on the return.
Nope, the coverage team had him wrapped up before he could do anything with it.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Lewis, the lone back. He'll keep it. Gets the pass off. This one falls incomplete. The quarterback thought he had that one.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch.
Bradford from the shotgun. Closing in. Tosses it right. They'll move the chains with that completion.
Yeah, that was a great recognition by the quarterback, knowing where to go with the football against the blitz and knowing how to get it there.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
The 47-yard line.
Man in motion. Hands it off. Lewis couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running play. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
Drops back. Pressure. Throwing. Burns. He has it. He's running solid routes and making catches, and that one is his 4th of the day.
On the play. 3rd and 4. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Bradford gets set. Hand it off to the back. Down he goes at the 33. Good gain there and a 1st down.
If the defense keeps giving up runs like that for 1st downs, they'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
First and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. With the throw, won't have to break stride. Penning is doing a good job finding the open area in the coverage, and that's his 3rd catch. The Browns line up in the shotgun.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Fires it out to the left. Oh, he makes the catch anyway. They complete the pass for the 1st down.
That showed awareness by the receiver. He knew just where he had to go to get the 1st down, crossed the marker, and then looked for more.
So they have 1st and 10 here. So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the Browns ahead of the Bengals 16-0. The teams are set for the 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Bradford sets up. Cross play to the right. He's taken down in the backfield. That play wasn't going anywhere except backward.
I tell you, sometimes the back needs to know when to just go down because he's trying to make something happen that's not going to happen, and they end up losing a bunch of yards.
It's 2nd down and 15 to go. Cincinnati with 6 defensive backs.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Gets the pass off. That guy did a great job bringing the ball in.
That receiver has it all. He can run and catch with the best of them. The defense better make sure that they have him covered.
3rd and 12. Ball on the 18-yard line.
They'll give it to the halfback. 1 yard gain by the running back.
On the run, 1 yard gain on the play.
Moss will try to come through with the field goal here. And it's on its way. And that kick is right on target. 12 points he's added to their total. His 4th field goal. Fernandez gets set to return the kickoff as we take a look at his stats. Lindsey comes in to kick off.
Up for the kickoff. Number 85.
Booming kick downfield. Well, John, it looked like he had some room initially, but the blocking just didn't hold up.
You have to put some of the blame on the return man, too. It's his job to look downfield and determine if he has a blocks to work with, well before the ball's out of the end zone.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 17. Pressure coming, and he's tackled behind the line by Floyd. He reached the quarterback and picked up his 1st sack of the game. Deep in their own territory.
Here comes the heat.
Brown, the lone setback, dropping back, with the throw, breaking free, clears the defender. Palmer delivered the pass right on time, John.
And I love the way this guy throws a football. He has great touch and seems to always be putting it right there in the numbers.
3rd and 4. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Loose it. Come on, partner.
This team has to start converting on 3rd down if they're going to be successful.
John, that went right off the defender's fingertips.
I'll tell you, he did almost everything right on that one. He was able to read the quarterback's eyes. He got himself in good position to make the interception. When it got to him, just bounced off his hand.
So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the kick. From the 40-yard line. He shakes the defender, keeping him at bay. A nice return there.
That was good blocking. The returner was able to find some open space and make the most of it.
1st and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Bust this grill, Keith. Got it.
He tucks it away. What a commitment. Picked up 10 yards.
31 on the run. Gain of 10 on the play.
The Bengals come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Hit him low.
Bradford sets up. Under pressure, gets rid of it, nearly intercepted. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
You know, he didn't pick it off, but at least he didn't let the receiver make the catch either. Still a pretty good effort.
Here are the numbers when it comes to 3rd down conversions.
3rd down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on 3rd down, you keep 3 things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
Closing in, gets the pass off, and the catch is made.
Pass interference on the defense. Penalty is declined. 1st down.
In field goal range now. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. He'll pass in the 1st down. Pressure with the throw. This one falls incomplete. He knew that one was a catch if he didn't hit him hard.
Yeah, jarred that ball right out of there.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 12-yard line. They've got receivers bunched together on both sides of the ball. Henning told us before the game he thought he'd have a big day, and he's proven it. That's 7 catches thus far.
Third and 8. Ball on the 10-yard line.
Brad gets set. He'll get the call again. Loses one tackle. Gain of 2.
Number 31, gain of 2 on the play.
Moss leads the field goal team into the game for the attempt. The kick is up, and it's good. 15 points he's added with 5 field goals. Fernandez, he's back for the kickoff as we take a quick glance at his return numbers. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 88, back to return.
Nice distance. From the 1. The offense takes over after they were 3 and out on their last possession.
88 on the return.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on their own 16.
Let's go. Come on. Come on, partner. You got it. Let's go. Come on.
Pressure coming. He gets the pass off. Stiff arm there. That'll move the chains, John.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch, that's exactly what you're going to get.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Sideline to sideline. They got nothing.
Using motion. Pass play here on first down. Goes with a short pass to the right side. And he's ridden out at the 30. After holding in that pass, he now has 3 in the game. Second and long.
Back off,
Under pressure, looking downfield. Nowhere to go with it on that play.
Good coverage downfield had a lot to do with that play. They drop back in zone coverage, never giving the quarterback an option.
They're looking now at third and long after the sack. Dropping back, closing in, slings it to the outside. Perfect pass. The defender brings him down at the 24-yard line. This punt will be his 9th. Here's the punt. Fair catch called for.
There was no need to try and return that one. So he made the right decision there.
They'll take over at the 39-yard line. First and 10.
Cross play to the left, looking to run it here.
They're not just going to give up on the run, no matter how ineffective it is.
Second and long coming up here. Ball on their own 37. Going to the right. Aimed it off to the back. Loss of about one.
With the carry, loss of 2 on the play.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Bradford with a man in motion. He tucks it away.
With these kinds of yards to carry, why do you keep going there?
On the play.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark. Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. And he signals for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
The defense is trying to force a turnover, which would put an end to this game right now. Throwing on first down. Stepping up with the pass, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 35. Hump hit his target, and they have a first down.
This guy makes the tough catches look easy.
First and 10.
They'll pass on first down. Pressure with the throw. He's been one of the quarterback's favorite targets as he makes his 4th catch of the game. They'll go no huddle here. Pressure coming. Guns it over the middle. Smith got his hands up and tipped the pass away.
He has to do a better job of looking off the coverage before he makes a throw like that. If they get a first here, they'll need to start picking them up quick. The more downs you use to get the first, the longer it takes. And they need every second on the clock to try and make a comeback.
Under pressure, Rosen, the 50. Perfect pass, great catch, and that'll move the chain. They want to hurry it up here. Dropping back, closing in, gets the pass off. Incomplete pass. That incomplete pass brings up second down. The Browns come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Pressure, throws it, incomplete. The incomplete pass brings up third down.
27 on the cover.
When you're down by this much, the offense doesn't want to be facing too many third and fourth down, because that means they're taking too much time. They should be getting first every 1 or 2 downs if they want to have a chance at this thing.
We're just about down to 1 minute. Pressure coming, gets the pass off. Here's an opening. Fernandez looked good on that reception.
When you make a grab like that, the quarterback will always look in your direction.
He's rushing the offense back to the line. Dropping back. Gets rid of it. Won't have to break stride. The Bengals call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts left.
Any run plays in the playbook should be thrown out because they need points fast, and the only way they're going to get them is by throwing the ball.
Passing on first down. Under pressure, throws it. The Bengals call a timeout. That's their second.
Okay, they got to keep throwing downfield to move the chains while keeping the clock movement to a minimum.
2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 33-yard line. And this is the 10th play of this drive. Closing in, gets the pass off. Very lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, the defender was in a perfect position to come up with a big play. He just left his hands over on the sideline.
4 down territory here. Cleveland comes out in their nickel package.
33-yard line.
Palmer sets up. Man in motion. Pressure, passing one. Right to him. Gain of 4.
89 makes the catch. Gain of 4 on the play.
Got all you got. Got the ball.
There's no question they'll try to convert here on 4th down.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Pressure coming with the pass. Well, here's a look at his numbers after a nice run, and you can see he's been able to break some tackles. He'll stop the clock with the spike. They have to move him down quickly here on 2nd down. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line. Under pressure, throws it. He made the catch, but he was out of bounds.
Yeah, that play might have had a shot if the quarterback would have kept the pass in bounds.
The Browns line up in the quarter defense.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
Let's go. Come on. You got enough. Give it all you got, G. Come on.
Closing in with the pass, and he steps out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Number 85 is on the receiving end of yet another pass, the 5th time today. When you do the math, the field goal doesn't do them much good.
Yeah, they need touchdowns, so they have to go for it here.
Pressure, throws it, almost intercepted. They go for it and end up turning it over on downs.
They need to try to get something going, even if it means gambling on 4th down.
We're nearing the end here, and they figure to go with a running play to keep this clock winding down.
1st and 10.
On the ground, looking for leverage. He goes down at the 14. About a 4-yard gain there.
4 on the play.
2nd and 7. Ball on their own 14. The Browns come out with 4 wide receivers lined up tight.
14-yard line.
The gun signals the end of the game. The final score is Cleveland 22, Cincinnati 0. This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.